LTA, what's the word out there? Check it out. It looked like the Swimming Federation and got it right. By the time somebody got this shit right, you know how they got your man Leah, the dude that identified as a woman that just won the what was it, was it a medal or some kind of championship, the NCAA or something like that. He just won that situation back in March of this year. So when he was competing with men, he pretty much, wasn't ranked. He was dead last pretty much. So he ended up going to get with the women because he identified as a woman now, and he won the whole shit, right? So now, you had all kind of backlash and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, it's common sense. I mean, come on. And what they're saying now is if you transition before 12, then you could compete. If you transition after 12, you can't compete. You know what I mean? And because the hormones and your genetics, just get men is most of the time bigger in body and muscle mass and things of that nature, right? So yeah, I mean, it's I didn't even understand how they let the shit go in the first place. To be honest with you, like how did that happen? You know what I mean? Like that was crazy. Like just like y'all see that MMA situation. Dude put old girl in a coma. He go in there with a woman. He a whole man that identifies as a woman, but he's a man, and he put that woman in a coma. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean this. Like I didn't know how it was getting done in the first place. And swimming was the first people to ban it. Let's see if who else jump on board. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. See what happens now. MMA should have been the first people. They should have never even allowed it. I don't even know how that happened. That was crazy. That was bananas. So if anybody's going to ban it, they definitely need to ban it. So they need to get right on board. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna see how that shit play out. But can you even just imagine though? Would you feel bad if you was competing with the men and you was dead last, but then you start competing with the women, and you number one? Would you feel bad? Would you even want that trophy? I mean, obviously you don't want it if you compete. If your ass, I wouldn't want to even compete. So if that person compete, which he definitely did compete, he definitely gonna want his prize. Me personally, I don't even want to compete. Like for what? You know what I mean? Like that don't make no damn sense. Like I wouldn't even feel right. I feel like I feel disrespected to even somebody else told me about it. Let's say somebody else came to me, like you know what I mean. Hey, you want to participate? You want to compete with? No, even if I did identify as that, I'm still not compete. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. If anything, I'm going to compete with the men still. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was, if you identify as a woman, you want to start looking like a woman. I would still compete at that sport with the men because I'm going to want that challenge. I ain't going to want to compete against nobody that I know I could beat. That just don't make no sense.
Today, the International Swimming Federation waded into the issue of transgender swimmers in women's events, banning those who transitioned after turning 12 years old. The new rule would block swimmers like Leah Thomas from Olympic competition. In March, Thomas made history as the first transgender woman to win an NCAA swimming championship. The federation has proposed an open category for transgender swimmers.
But I seen an interview with him, and he said, dude said, they said, why was you dead? They was like, why wasn't you as good with the men as you as with the women, as you are with the women? And he said, because did you ever think maybe I didn't feel, I didn't have my confidence there. I was getting bullied and, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It was like now, I feel good. I'm in a comfortable space and I could compete to my fullest now. You know what I mean? He said that. That's what he said. Right? Well, wow. But yeah, so the swimming people, the swimming league, they banned it. You know what I'm talking about? They banned it. Like MMA they need to follow suit. Yeah, I mean, it just don't make sense. It makes no sense at all. That you good. Do we got any famous women that turned into men competing with the men? I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, I mean, nah, I don't. It wouldn't make sense. So I'm glad the wrestling. I mean, the swimming league. I'm glad they got it right. We need others to follow suit and jump on board. And they also said they're offering, another league. You dig? They offering a league for non gender, a non gender situation. You know. So hey, yeah, it's room for everybody. It's just that everything don't always got to be mixed. You know what I'm saying? Everything don't got to be mixed. You feel me? Like shit, it is what it is. Sometimes it's okay for this to be happening here and that to be happening there. We can't entwine and mix everything to every degree. Yes, things gonna be mixed on certain levels, but every damn thing on all levels need to be fucking mixed. But all right, well, shit. I just want to talk about that. Good job. Kudos to the swimming league. Kudos to them. Kudos to them. Yep. LTA. We out.